And Postecoglou sacked. You know what? Yeah, I'm done with football, you know. I'll be real, man. Like, I don't even like Tottenham. And I don't mind Ange per se, you know what I'm saying? But really and truly, all I've been hearing all for the last 3 weeks, last month or 2 weeks, whatever it is how much it's all about trophies and Arsenal don't win trophies and this and that and all of that type of stuff. And all of a sudden, you're sacking a manager that's just giving you a parade, that's won a trophy for the first time in 17 years. Tottenham have been bantered for years. Now they've just gone and won a trophy, a European trophy at that. Everyone's been telling me for the last couple of weeks how much it's all about trophies. So it's all about trophies, and then you sack a manager. And then now what they're going to say, what people are going to say, they're going to spin a narrative and say, yeah, but it's because of the league form. Hold on a minute. Is it winning trophies more important, or is the league form more important? Because when I was saying this is a second-rate trophy, people are saying, yeah, but all trophies are trophy. At least they got a trophy. It's a ridiculous decision to sack managers that are winning trophies. What type of foolishness is this? Where are we at now, where you're sacking a manager that's won a trophy, that's winning these trophies? Ten Hag got sacked for winning 2 trophies in 2 years. What's happening there? Man are deciding that they're feeling like, yeah, because it feels good. You win us a trophy, now you can move on. Now we can go and get a manager. A manager to go and do what? To do what? What do you want a manager to do? Win you your trophy. I can that's been a manager for a couple years. He said he's going to win his second season. Won in his second season. And then has to part ways with a team that don't win trophies because he's won them a trophy. He just had a parade. He just says, yeah, the third season's always better than the second. So he obviously didn't want to leave. So who's made these decisions where it's like, yeah, you've won us a trophy, now you can move on? Now people are gonna say, yeah, that's what a club should do. Yeah, it's not about the manager, it's about the club and blah blah blah. What happened to loyalty? What happened to, like, you know what, you've earned our respect because you've given us something that we've not had, we've craved for years. What about that? What about letting the manager do his job? What about letting the manager decide that, you know what, I've won a trophy, I managed to just stem the tide and the doubters for a bit. Let me go into the next season. Let me go into the Champions League and see what I can do. I've earned that reward. What happened to that? What happened to managers actually being given time and to build a legacy? How are you going to build a legacy if you don't give a manager that's actually got credentials now? Because he can go, because Ange can go and say he's won trophies now, so he's got credentials now at Tottenham in England. He's won big trophy for an English team, so he can now say I've got credentials now. How's he meant to create a legacy if managers hiring and firing freely? So the days of the Alex Fergusons, the Arsene Wengers, them days are done. Because you give a manager 2.5 years and it's finished. 2 years, it's done. A manager wins a trophy and gets sacked. So you're not allowing anyone to be great. So all of that's done. So I don't want to hear people now talking about, yeah, it's all about trophies, because it ain't. It ain't all about trophies. How's it about trophies? This is why when people always talk about, to me, and they talk about, they always use Arteta as a brush to throw at him, like, yeah, he don't win trophies, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, what Arteta is doing, though, and what I'm proud of Arsenal for doing, is not following suit and following fashion like every other club. And thinking because the pressure's on, we have to fire a manager. If I feel like the club is progressing, that's what I want to do. And I believe you're going to win us trophies, I will keep you. That's my attitude. Like, you've earned the right to get a bit of time. Now we're at the stage now where I feel like we've got a base. Now we can start going to win trophies. Because other teams that are winning trophies are firing managers. Because the chairman and the crowd and the fans are feeling like, yeah, but trophies not enough. We need to be progressing as a club because anything can happen. Exactly. So when people say to me it's all about trophies, it's not all about trophies. Because if it was all about trophies, Ange would have got a job for guaranteed for the next 3 years. I don't understand how he's all of a sudden he's not at the club. Everyone that wanted Ange out at one point, I believe that he was doing a terrible job at one point, and I believe that he should have been sacked months ago, maybe even 6 months ago. They decided to keep him, and then he won them a trophy. So I'm thinking, like, you know what? You lot made the right decision, innit? Everyone else was wrong. You lot made the right decision. Everyone else that wanted Ange sacked can just be like, yeah, we did at one point, but you know what? We hold our hands up. He won us a trophy. Maybe we were wrong. And now you've gone, now he's gone. What's the point of that? What's the point of having a manager that wins a trophy and that goes? And then all of a sudden, now everyone can be like, oh, what? Now you're starting all again. Now you got to go and find a new manager that does what, that's got his own philosophy, his own way, his own ideas, his own players. Like, what is going on in the football world now? This football world is mad. It's gone. It's all gone, bro. It's all like, you know what I mean? It's gone. It's a game that everyone's playing. It's like a toy. This is people's lives. Man's actually gone and actually done what he said he was gonna do. I always win in my second season and done it. Everyone in the Tottenham fan base, even in the football world, should be like, you know what? You done your thing. Well done, my bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how man should see it. The Tottenham fan base should be like, you know what? He done his thing. Like, listen, maybe he can win us some more trophies. That's what I'm assuming the fan base are like, or football fans are like. Football fans want days out at Wembley. They want days out in Europe. That's what they want. They crave trophies. They crave success. How can you get punished for being successful? How does that work? He had a terrible season in the Premier League, and he had a brilliant season in Europe. So I don't understand. If you're judging it by the Premier League season, you should have sacked him 6 months ago, or in January, or whatever it was. You should have sacked him time ago. If you're like being 16th or 17th is diabolical, you kept him because he was in the Europa League. Then he wins it, and then you sack him. And some people are going to be like, yeah, that's right, that's good, because it's the standards of it. No, it ain't no standards. It sounds good, but believe me, it will get worse. It can get worse drastically and fast. Man, people will be like, no, it can't get much worse than 17th. If it can't get much worse than 17th, then you should have sacked him 6 months ago. That's what I'm saying. You should have sacked him 6 months ago because it can't get much worse than this. And that's it. What's the point of keeping him to win? And you win a trophy and then get rid of him. What's the point of that? So you're better off of sacking him time ago. Now you've kept him. Now he's won something. Now you want to get rid of him. Makes no sense, man. If I was like really and truly, it's ridiculous. It's getting to the point where it's foolishness. And no one understands anything. I don't even understand what decisions are being made. I don't care what anyone says. I don't actually understand what's going on in the football world anymore. It's confusing to me. I don't know what's going on. So that's just my take on it, innit? Because as far as I'm concerned, I just think everything's foolishness now. And I don't actually understand it. Like, no one knows what's happening. No one knows what's going on. Managers are winning trophies and getting sacked, and it's madness. It's just all madness. It's all like just to show like, yeah, that we're moving forward as a club, and yeah, but it can get drastically worse. Look at Man United. They sacked Ten Hag, got worse. It can get worse. It can get worse. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But listen, if it gets worse for Tottenham, and I've got zero sympathy for them, because to me, you win it, and I'm an Arsenal fan, and I've seen Tottenham be in the dumps for years. That to me, they've been in the dumps for years, and all of a sudden they got parades and everyone's gloating online and everyone's bantering Arsenal. All of a sudden, all these Tottenham fans are bantering Arsenal, and you sacked your manager. So the players, them players are not going to be happy about that. A lot of the players will be like, "Bruv, why are we sacking the manager?" Because a lot of them are thinking like, "Yeah, we done what we had to do." So, boy, that's my take on it. Like, I just think it's foolishness. I think it's a stupid decision. Like, even if it ends up, like, they get another manager in, and I don't know, I want to see who they get in. But I think it's foolishness anyway. So, that's my Deliveroo that's just come anyway. So, I'm going to go and get my food, and that's foolishness. But, yeah.